Okay, so here we are again on the daily time frame of EU. Price traded higher this week. Yesterday was a kind of indecision candle, and today I wasn't too sure. It could take out and hit this value gap. Maybe it wanted to trade higher and take out previous day's highs. To be honest, I wasn't sure, so I was just looking at the lower time frame for price action to see what it was doing, what it was creating, and trade based on what I saw happening. So here London starts, and as soon as London opens, it just went straight up to the midnight opening price. It takes out some equal highs, takes out this swing high, and then obviously traded lower. And this was actually pretty nice price action. Why? Because if you notice in this leg up, there are no fair value gaps. This leg is entirely closed. So that makes it ideal to short because there are no PD arrays where price could reverse from. So I was watching this on a 1 minute time frame. So it's the 1 hour now at 15 in the 1 minute, like so. Right? No, it's not today. This is today. So I marked up when I notice it. I mark up the highs. So this is a high, and I also marked up this high right there to see where price would react from. So as you can see on the 1 minute, price was going up very slowly, creating an obvious phantom trend line, and then halfway we get this displacement. And I was, okay, nice, interesting. But there was one important element missing for taking a trade, and that is that it did not break a low. This low was not broken. Yes, we got displacement, obviously, but there was no low broken, so therefore no trade. So I just waited, price traded up. This dotted line is the daily midnight opening price. Then this high got taken out, and now we have displacement. Now we have a low broken, so now we have a trade. So stop loss above the high, and my target obviously was to this rejection block. Why? Well, again, there are no fair value gaps in this leg up, so therefore I target the low of this leg. And as you can see, that played out pretty well. So once price was dropping, London session closed, and here we had lunch. I don't trade lunch, so I was only just looking how price was printing, and here it becomes a little bit interesting because if you look to the left, we are in a dealing range, right? So this low was taken, this high is taken, which means this low to this high is a dealing range. I'm going to remove the highs. And you can see price traded back into the 75% level. And what is aligning with this level is this order block. And look where the lunch low traded into exactly the mean threshold of this order block. And also the bodies are closing in the upper half of this order block, which is a bullish sign. And also it took out London's low. And the most important part of this whole narrative is that price created equal highs right there. So you have to think that people are shorting the market here, and they are thinking the market is going lower, especially after a move like this. So where do they put their stop loss? Right at this area right there. So price respected the order block, price respecting this value gap, and price was at the 75 retracement level, which is a discount. Then on the 50-minute, in the beginning of London, price traded above this high right there. And when it did that, it left this very beautiful 50-minute fair value gap. So now we are bullish, and we have already taken liquidity at sell side liquidity, but there is still open liquidity in the form of these relative equal highs. So therefore, my bias was bullish now, attacking those equal highs. So let's go back to the 1 minute. Right here, here's this fair value gap. Here, price was creating lows, was creating liquidity. It took it out with this strong move down, respecting the mean threshold of the consequent encroachment of this fair value gap. Then price trades higher, breaking this high, and goes up further. At the moment it broke this high right there, this was the only fair value gap in this entire leg. So we go long from this fair value gap because we need to have a fair value gap. My stop loss was not at this low, that's too far, too big, too far away. So I decided to place my stop right there. Why? We have a fair value gap, a big one. And this is the candle that is necessary to create this fair value gap. And also is below this propulsion block. I call this a propulsion block because after this order block we got speed and it is nested inside this other order block. So then we got our entry, we just went in. I usually do 1 or 2 pips above, or I play with it a little bit because I don't want to miss the move, but I get tagged, and the target obviously are those equal highs, something like this. I always use the bodies as my target, so this rejection block. So there we got a nice 1, 2, 3, and as you can see, price, the end of London, sorry, at the end of New York, price consolidated, and right at 10 o'clock, price just started displacing higher and taking out those equal highs. So that's where I stopped trading. 2 good trades today, but if you wanted to, there was a really nice entry in the London close to play the reversal, because as you can see, price traded above, traded lower, price traded up again, takes out this high, and now here, this move here, right here, price takes out this liquidity, right? Let's this high right there, this. So really took out this high, trading into this order block and this fair value gap right there. That's this move right here. Then price displays lower, breaking this low, creating 2 fair value gaps. This one is minor, but this one is a little bit bigger. So if you wanted to, you could short this position. Why? Because it took out all the cells, all this liquidity. So therefore you can expect a pullback. Where's the move again? Right here. So maybe enter here, stop loss there. Only with your target you have to be careful, right? So your target could be this low right here for nice 1 to 2. That would be this low on the 1 minute, because this is the low that created this high, right? And it's also almost a 1 to 3, so that should be enough. And that's also a very nice clean trade. So yeah, then price just dies off a bit and is ranging, but there are lots of opportunities. So today was in the end a pretty nice trading day with good opportunities. There was some movement, that's nice. So I hope you got something from this, and until we speak again, bye.